Hi everyone, I am live. I'm back again for my Usapang Business with Cora. So today I have with honor to guest these two special nurses. Oh my God, these two nurses are working full time in their career, and we are here to inspire you guys that you don't have to quit your job in order for you to have an additional income, so you can do both. When I started the business, I worked three jobs as well. So, but I really wanted to have another source of income because you know it's so expensive these days, right? But yeah, we'll hear from our two special guests today, how this business changed their life, how the business so far, and things like that. So for those who doesn't know me yet, my name is Cora Price and I live here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm a mother of two beautiful kids. I'm a wife and I've been doing this business for almost 7 years now. Imagine 7 years and I'm still loving it. so, and it's been 5 years this month. 5 years that I'm staying home. And that is because of this online business. Okay. Okay. I will introduce my guest now. Without further ado, I will invite them on the stage and do the honor to introduce yourself, guys. Okay, I'm very honored to have these two ladies here. We have Patty from USA and Matet from Canada. So they are full time nurses and they're doing this business part time and they are killing it. Okay. So I guess let's start with Patty. Please, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself, please.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Cora, for having me. It's always a pleasure to meet so many of my global business partners. So, hi, everyone. My name is Patty, as Cora mentioned. I am a mom of four boys. But I feel like I am the last sole decision maker because I'm the only girl in the house. And I'm a wife and I'm a full-time registered nurse manager. I've been in nursing for the past 17 and a half years. I always thought that this was my ultimate career goal and I never looked anywhere else. I was really stuck. You couldn't even tell me to go and do anything else because I was like, nope, this is it. This is what my parents, had envisioned for me to go to school, get a good degree because my parents were immigrants. And here I am as a nurse, but thriving in this digital business. So thank you so much for having me on your discussion here today.
Thank you so very much. Okay, let's hear Matet. Matet, the floor is yours.
Hi,
Please
I'm
introduce
so
yourself.
amazed with your beautiful daughter. Marita's here. Hi, what's your name?
What's your name? Mira.
Mira. Hi, Mira. I'm Marites. So I'm from Toronto, Canada. I've been here for 2001, that's 23 years. And I've been a nurse for almost 3 decades. We are on that almost nesters. My boys are all grown up. I have three boys, all in, one is graduating high school this June. So I have three soon in university. And there's really nothing much attached to my name except nursing. I tried go back to school and did my full degree in nursing and nothing else. I know nursing books, no business background, nothing until that one morning when I was coming from a night shift. Things changed for me when I missed the third step and fell and fractured my tibia, my big bone on my right leg, and that changed everything. After four surgeries, I was battling to get my leg back. And thank God, long story short, I'm here now back to nursing and doing this online business for 5 long years.
Awesome.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God. See, things happen for a reason. That is for sure, right? So I was just curious for you, Patty. Yeah, like our parents want us to just study, get a good job, and get come on, Mira. Can I have that, please? like, do your drawing. So this is the this is the mompreneur life. So she always wanted to be on the camera.
Not
She's my
camera
little
shy.
coach. Yes. And she's helping me a lot. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so I was just curious. So you have a good job. You have like well, we know that it's one of the high paying job,
Mhm.
right? But
Mhm.
what is what is your turning point? Why are you still looking for another opportunity outside of your nursing, in spite of you are earning good money and you know, it's really give you good income, right? But what is your turning point? Why you decided to look for another opportunity, and that is this online business?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Cora, because I think everybody comes into this business for so many different reasons, right? And like I mentioned, like nursing was my thing. I was fixed on nursing because my mom, you know, she only spoke Hmong. So as a child, she took me to all her doctor's appointment, and I saw the struggle that she struggled with in trying to be heard. So I was like, I want to be a nurse. I don't want to be a doctor, but I want to be a nurse. I want to be able to be more with the patient. And so that was all that I knew, and that's all that I wanted to do. But it wasn't until, and I've been in this business for a little over a year now. And my turning point was ultimately when my kids, so I have four boys. The oldest is 15 this year, the youngest is 8. And it got to a point where my youngest just wanted to go to the park. And I was always coming home late. And so, what used to be a common question that they would ask me is that, Mom, when are you going to be home? Because I work 9 to 5, and I would come home late because I'm a manager. So sometimes my hours kind of extend beyond what, I'm time to do. So they stopped asking. They stopped expecting me to be home. They just knew Mom's going to work late. We can go to the park with Dad. We don't even have to ask Mom. And at that same time, I lost both my parents. My mom got sick. She fell. She had a head bleed, and my dad got cancer. And so I lost both of them at the same time, about 2 months between each other. And so with my kids, not expecting me home, and me losing my parents, because they were just 65, just retired. And I just realized, oh my goodness, like life truly is short. It really doesn't affect, and it really didn't make an impact on me until these life changing moments. And so that's when I was like, you know what? I work every day. I provide for my family, but my family doesn't even expect me to be home because I'm always out working. So where is my time with them? And my kids are growing, so I needed to find something. So as many of us do, we go on Facebook and we just go and look around and compare ourselves to other people. But I found an ad and I was like, oh my goodness, this lady, she's working as a full-time, biomedical engineer, and she's doing a successful business. Like maybe I can do that as well because I don't have time to clock into another job, and just all the different benefits of when I looked into this business. And as nurses, we do our due diligence to research, right? To make sure that it's a legit business, because in anything that we do, patient care, we have to make sure that we're giving them the best care possible. And we're backed up on research and, processes. And so I looked into this business and I never turned back. Even I didn't have any experience because I'm like, nursing is my only jam, but it's time to kind of come out of my shell and learn something new because my kids can't, continue missing out on precious time. And I can't do that because I've already lost time with my parents. So I don't want to lose the same with my kids in that they're, not expecting me home. So that was really my turning point, was seeing that I was a terrible mom. I was providing, but I wasn't really being present. And so, yeah, I'm just so thankful to have found this business and to have known you ladies and everybody in our global community.
Wow, that is amazing. And that is very strong why, right? So I guess all parents, we want to spend more quality time with our kids, right? And,
Yeah.
you know, money is nothing if your kids doesn't know you, right?
Mhm.
We work so hard, and then suddenly one day they don't even care if you come home or no. Right. So yeah, it's just really so painful as a parent, and I can relate as well because when I started this business, my son is only like around 2 years old,
Mhm.
and the painful part on my end was I had to send him to the daycare, and
Mm.
he always cry, and he doesn't want me to go. But same thing like you guys, all I know is just to work,
Mhm.
because I thought it will, it's the only way to to earn a living, and that's the only way out there for me, right? But you know what? I was wrong. When you really wanted to find something that really um, outside of your 9 to 5, and if you really wanted to spend more quality time, you will find another way, right? Just
Mhm.
like us, we just
Yep.
scroll on Facebook, and look for an opportunity, right?
Mhm.
So I know for sure there are people that are watching right now that are the same thing,
Yep.
but they were just super skeptical to try, because we all know that there are lot of hocus pocus like
Mhm.
opportunity out there, right?
Yep.
So Tess, how would you know that this business is for you when you were looking online? What hits you that this is the business that I was looking for?
Just to correct, I wasn't looking. I wasn't
Oh, you're
looking
not
for
looking.
I
Okay.
wasn't looking for any business. I was actually looking for a surgeon to fix my broken leg. That
Oh,
was my situation. I was bedbound. I
wow.
had a external fixator on my leg. They just removed it. It was almost pandemic. They just announced pandemic. I'm crumbling to get a surgeon to fix it because I couldn't just accept to just say because they already put it on the table to amputate my leg. So I was really at the saddest, most miserable moment in my life. I'm still young. Like for me to lose a leg, right? Imagine you
Mhm.
losing a leg. A woman who played taekwondo with the kids and very active. Like I want to travel. I do a lot of things. I mow the lawn, everything. Like I partner with my husband with everything he does. I can do. So that's
Yeah.
how active I was. And then here comes when they told me like we're putting it out on the table because people get depressed, and that's one thing that we should be treating afterwards. And my husband actually said, I think it's time because it was dragging me. It was 2 years and it's not healing.
Wow.
And so I said, can you just go out of the room? Because that was the ultimatum clinical appointment that I needed to hear from my doctor. And he actually dropped the bomb. So because it was gangrenous, it was black, like there's
Oh.
literally like really nothing. And they will amputate me above the knee. And so then I said, let me go for one last surgery, whatever they would say. I want to go for something, for something. So I didn't tell my doctor. I went for second opinion. And long story short, the doctor made it simple. I know I was guided divinely. I was guided divinely, and very simple instruction because the other doctor wanted to get bone from my hip, auto repair,
Mhm.
then not remove the external fixator, fix the infection will, I don't know how they will fix it, right? It was so unimaginable. It was so painful journey inside and out, emotionally, everything. I prayed very hard, the hardest in my life. And there was a doctor from another hospital. I had a friend there. I said, I need to get a referral because for you to be referred to a surgeon, it will take time, right? You know that in our healthcare system. So then I got in that next Wednesday. I went in, and then my friend gave my name in a piece of paper to the surgeon because they work in the OR. Can you please see my friend? That next Wednesday of April, I was in and he saw me. And then my husband, my angel from behind, he said, can you take her as a patient? Because I didn't plan of moving surgeons. I just wanted to hear another opinion like, yes, it's ready for amputation. But
Mhm.
that's what happened. What happened was my husband said, Doc, can you take her as a patient? And the doctor said, he was behind me. And then the doctor said, sure. And then my life just lit up. Like I said, oh my God, I wasn't even thinking to like, move doctors because I don't know. The effect might be the same, like you never know. But my faith was bigger. And I said, thank God there was that someone who spoke whatever it was in my heart. I wasn't ready. They were removing the external fixator. I was hanging on to that bed rail because there's no anesthesia. Anyway, the painstaking journey was miserable. And this is when this business found me. A coworker texted me because nobody could visit anyone that time. She doesn't know how I was. I was miserable. I was just bedbound. My mom is caring for me as a 70-year-old mom caring for me. And then I received a text saying, maybe you would like to check this out. And so I did. I don't remember anything
Oh,
from the webinar. Nothing. Like I was in so much pain meds. I take hydromorphone. I take everything. Like I was on IV. I had PIC line because I was giving
Oh my
antibiotics to
goodness.
myself. That was my situation. And then I said yes. And then
wow.
after a week, I deposited my refundable 149. And then after that, who knows what? I'm here 5 years now, enjoying every moment of it, and still this will be my plan B. I'm so thankful. Up to now, I'm still very grateful to God, whoever you believe in, that I said yes without any agenda where I am going to. I don't have any business background. Computer skills would be documenting on my nursing job. But here I am now, a living testimony that on the surgery itself, I had my first business partner. I woke up from
Wow.
anesthesia, congratulations from our group. So I said, if this business can do that for me, I'm still having goosebumps. I will gladly and thankfully and gratefully up to now still doing it, and there's no signs of stopping.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
goodness. Wow. That's amazing. So,
So
you know what? It's really like a simple yes could
Mhm,
literally change your life,
mhm.
yeah,
right? So
basically.
just a simple yes. So it's, I think it's just a divine appointment for you. It's really for you, this business. Sometimes, if even if we don't search for it, but God knows that we need it, right? And then they find other means to meet
My
this.
prayer was, please give me back my leg. And for him to give me a thriving business, I am totally grateful. And up to now, I still feel very blessed to have this opportunity to be able to run a business, which I was so scared about long time. I never thought of myself to be going into business because of the selling. But
Right.
when I heard no selling, and then I told my husband, "There's no selling on this business. Maybe I could try." Look at you, like you look at you, like can you even think of a business at your situation, right? So it wasn't just the right time, I thought, but there's never a perfect time.
Yes, exactly. You don't wait for a perfect time because there's no perfect time. The
Wow, this
perfect
is
time is now if you really wanted to really check out something, right?
imagine me
Um
doing the training bedbound.
Oh my goodness.
oh
But
my
hey,
I
it's
was
easy,
god.
upset.
right? You
I
don't need
couldn't
anything extravagant
imagine.
for the training. You
And
just
I said, if this is what it takes, like, oh my God, this is it. This is it.
Wow, I couldn't even imagine, right? But you know what? Because you have this will, because you have this vision that you want to get back on track, and you believe in the business, then you do whatever it takes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Um, I was curious, Paddy. Um, you have two boys, like they're
Four.
growing.
Four.
Yeah.
Four
Oh,
boys.
four. Yeah, four. Oh my God, four boys. Imagine that. There are people like their excuses was, I cannot do the business because I have a lot on my plate, like I have these jobs and this family and etc. How do you manage your time being a full-time mom with four boys and having a business, plus you have your full-time job? How do you
Mhm.
manage that?
In
Yeah,
what
and that did cross my mind, you know. I mean, those are some of the thoughts that came through my mind and questions like, okay, am I going to be able to do this? Because I don't even have time to, I already get stressed out, right? Because I can't make it to the park to my boys. But when I found this business and just digging into it and understanding as to the soul base of this business and how it functions, it made me realize as to how I was really spending my time. And I'm sure everybody says they don't have time, but we all have 24 hours. So it made me look at my how I was spending my time. And I know many of you that are on Facebook now that are probably scrolling through and seeing us and you're stopping by. That's what I was doing. And so I was shifting those pockets of time. So shifting the times that I was on Facebook, scrolling through mindlessly, really not doing anything for me. But now, knowing the business, I utilize that time to make it work for me. Instead of just spending time away, I'm spending time and creating and running my business at the same time. So double dipping into what you're already doing. You're not doing anything extra. It's then finding my lunch breaks to learn and do trainings. It's when my boys are in school, when my husband is driving us out on trips, I'm on my phone. I can check in really fast on my business. So, you're not expected to do like a traditional job where you have to get out of the home and go and clock in. You're clocking in when it functions for you, when you have those little pockets of time, because you're not expected to spend 5 hours on your business straight. And you're not going to have a boss to tell you, hey, Patty, you need to clock in. So that's how I've been able to, and sometimes when I anticipate I'm going to have a little bit of extra pocket time here and it doesn't happen, well, it's fine because, we have this great automation system that works for us and we plug in and show up as our authentic self at the times that we're able to. So if I'm at my son's soccer game, I can just say, hey, I'm here, double dipping, watching my son as well, letting my business run and just saying hi to everybody. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, you know what? Yeah, all the people who always find excuses are those people that are, um, I would say, their why is not really strong enough.
they're not
Because
hungry.
no matter, yes, they're not hungry for change,
Yes.
right? So because if no matter how busy you are, if you are really wanted to change your life, you gotta find another way to change your life, right? No matter how busy you are,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
for us, because we are hungry for change, we want more, we
Mhm.
find another way.
Yep.
So and it's very doable. Like we have everything, right? um Tess, I would like to ask you. I know that at the beginning it was super hard for you. Oh my God, I cannot even imagine that the pain you were bearing that time, plus the training and everything like that. That's amazing. And you are killing it. Oh my goodness. I see your growth in the business, Tess. And I'm very proud of you where you are now, because you never stop, and the fact that you're still working, right? You're working full time and everything, uh, what do you call that, everything put into place in the right place for you. So what is the best favorite thing in our business and our business connect? If there's, like, I would say, at least two things that you are proud of, or you like most in our community, what are those? What
Okay.
would it be?
First and foremost, we get into something for money. Let's face it, if we are nurses, we work hard for the money. You know the song, we work hard for the money. That is something that I'm very, very thankful for, very favorite in this business, because I thought Marites is, like anyone, everyone who says they're introvert, they're shy, and look at us now. There's not even a single butterfly in our stomach going live, just because we are so grateful telling our story that there is a way. For me, without a plan B, I was crushed. But then, my life turned into 360 degree where I thought I'm gonna retire as a nurse. I'm almost there. And then to have that ability to materialize your dreams, like I never thought I would own a cottage. That would be last in my mind. I
Mhm.
wouldn't think of myself to own a beach property in the Philippines. That would be, like it's not fathomable to be able to realize those. It was only at the back of my mind. So first is money, because You see, today, before we come on live, I was depositing. And that is something that's freed my worry as a mom. You know, when I was bedbound, even if you're bedbound, whatever situation you're in, if you have children, you are the one who will provide for them. Doesn't matter what your situation is. The bills don't stop. Feeding
Mhm.
your kids don't stop. So that's when I realized that yes, I need something. I need something. And this business gave that to me. So financial stability, you don't worry about the next morning that how do you pay your bills. And in fact, materialize those back dreams that now you're owning titles in your name, which I only wanted a house. That was how limited my mentality before was. But now I want to be a millionaire or billionaire because the business can give that. Because we see it. We see it with our own eyes that people are, realizing those dreams. And
Yes.
we were so limited. That's what I imagine. The second thing is that I was so limited in my mentality that I was so mediocre. I lived in a box. Like I never realized that there is something bigger for me, and thank God it just came to my lap. And that is something I'm so grateful for, because if I'm given something, I'll pursue it. Like no, nothing's gonna left, unturned. But I'm not the person who pursue things actively. This is given to me. If I'm given something, I will go after it, and that's what I did. So even I was physically unable, I said my brain was still very agile, very active. So I said that is the secret to this business. If you have that, we'll go back again to that mindset. If you have that mindset to say, like I want to do this and put your heart into it, I always have spring in my step. I said it was actually a funny thing because when I lost my ability to walk, like I said, spring in my step, but I couldn't even step. And that's something that, you overcome.
Mhm.
That doesn't matter. I was curious, I was scared, but I stayed committed. And then you will thrive. And this is what the success that we're enjoying now at this point, 5 years after.
That's very good. You know what? I like what you say that, you know, we don't we don't limit ourselves to our dreams because guys, believe it or not, this business can really you know um fulfill your dreams no matter how big it is, um imagine the unimaginable dream. Right? I
Yeah,
was
so
like you before. It's like, oh my god, it's mind blowing. I always say that it's so mind blowing. But you know what, guys, if you are watching right now, if you feel like what we're talking about is too good to be true, the only way for you to prove it to yourself is just check us out. It's nothing to lose, guys. You just have to check what's in it, what's we
I,
have to offer.
Cora, if I can add something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Talking about this now, I never talked to my friends, co-workers about the business up to now. So
Mhm.
all of these years, I kept it to myself, which is selfishness. But you still have that feeling of not. It's not because I don't want to share. You know how we were still scared of judgments and that,
Mhm.
like they're waiting for us to fail. Like that. That's
Yeah.
that's why I never. Anyway, I offered to some best friends, but the thing is, I feel like I have the accountability to, like, my success would be their success. It is my success would be their success, but for them to be successful is like under my responsibility, and I don't want that. I
Mhm.
want to get another, like another baggage that maybe I would fail as well. So then I didn't offer, I didn't mention to. Maybe now they know because they see me, they tell me, I see you on online and that. I still don't talk about the business. And I just go out there and do whatever the advertising, getting strangers in my business. 95% are strangers. But it's not saying that all my friends, all our friends and family cannot. It's just that, it's harder. It's harder to, we're not convincing, but we're showing how we live our life and fulfilling our dreams. And I'm not the type of person who like give you the business. I still, up to now, I'm still very private about the business. Although we are public like this, if they are
Yeah.
not watching and following and that, they wouldn't know. But the good thing is you don't need network of friends and family. You go out there,
Yes.
fish in the universe, and your business will thrive.
Mhm.
Correct, correct. That's very true. And you know what? If there's someone who wouldn't believe at the beginning, that's your family and friends. You know,
Mhm.
but because we understand, they just want to protect us, right? But you just have to prove them wrong, that they're wrong, right? And it
But
happened to
for
me.
me, I don't even want to prove anything wrong, right, or wrong. I'm just doing my thing. If it's giving me value, if it's giving my business partners value and we're changing lives, I'll go for it. I'm not here to be judged and judge anyone. Just I'm just doing what the
Yeah.
best I can to improve my life and my family, and then the people around us, business partners, and all
Mhm.
that. I think we're on the right track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
So
I think not having to waste my energy to try to explain myself, right? Because it's really ultimately it's for me and my family, my immediate family. And if anybody is wanting to know more information, we're all adults here, so you can ask and I will give. But I'm not going to come badgering you and setting up a lunch date to say, "Hey, let's go eat lunch," and then I'm going to badger you with my business. I want to go eat lunch with you because I want to go eat lunch with you, and just talk
And
about
that's
life.
that's so lovely in this business.
yeah,
And
that's
how
the
we
beauty of this
our
business.
business
Yeah.
partners, even my business partners, I've never met physically, but we can talk every day, and it's just like we know each other so well, and I talk to them more sometimes in a day than my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just the beauty of our business. We don't have the bug family and friends because we do other forms of attracting people. We don't chase people, we attract them, right? So we do
Mhm.
advertising on different social media, and that's how we bring our business partners. So okay, before we end, I would like to ask you guys, like, is there if there are people who are watching right now and until now they are probably not sure if I'm gonna try this or not. So but they would like to try, but they're still hesitant. What would you give, like a piece of advice that you would tell them?
I
Maybe they're watching right now.
think So if you're watching right now, like I said, I'm a nurse by profession and been in this business and been in my profession for the past 17 and a half years. So in order for me to get into my management position now, it's been 17 years and I get paid well as being a nurse and in my management role. But just imagine that I've been in this business for a year and I've been able to see income that is equivalent to my nursing pay. So what would you rather do? Would you rather invest 17 years to get to the top of the ladder and get a good paying job? Or would you rather invest a year, 2 years, 10 months? We've seen individuals in our business that has been able to achieve their success of quitting their job and not having to do 2 to 3 jobs in months. So think about that type of investment. You're investing in your future. So, do you want to spend a year to invest in that future so that you can quit your job, you can spend more time with your family? Or do you want to do the traditional route of clocking into 9 to 5 job, getting a little raise every year, even if the company is allowing you to get a raise that year, right? Just for that 50 cents, a dollar, $2 raise,
Yeah.
that barely is making a difference in your paycheck. So I'd say, when you invest a year into this business and you really invest into this business and learn the business, you can be more successful than any high paying job, just over broke job that you strive to do. You can have a doctor's degree. You can surpass any doctorate degree that's out there. So
That's beautiful. Yes, I realized that, oh my god, I work like I work like this month up to 16 hours a day, and I at the end of the month I get this. And I
Mhm.
work on my business and I get like more than what I got in one day.
mhm.
In a day, it's more than my job for a month. And I'm like, I realized that, oh my god, if I focus on my business, I will get more results, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. And if you are watching right now, if you are curious, you know what, you reach us to Patty, to Tess, or to myself, and then we will happily share you what we offer here. How about you, Tess? What are the like the piece of advice, or what would you like to share to our viewers, like those people that are still
I'd like
hesitant?
to add on Paddy's $2 increase in that. I went back to nursing 4 years part time. Didn't get any single penny because I'm already at max. And then I celebrated my 20th year at my workplace. I got a toque, a hat, winter hat.
Oh, oh my god.
And so then I said, this is really, you see the difference now that you're doing a business that is really very powerful financially, boosting your finances. And now, I just told you, I had checks again today and the other day, and the income just keeps coming. The passive income is what I appreciate most here. If I didn't say yes 5 years ago and just maybe in one corner crying over my pain, over what's happening to me, and just let it be, like did not do anything, what have become of me and my family? We would still be doing paycheck to paycheck. I know nursing pay more than the others, but to have three boys in university and all that, and you wouldn't realize your big dreams. You would just be someone who is, you could live by maybe
Mhm.
just paying your mortgage, and my dream is to pay another person's mortgage, not just mine. And if you haven't found a plan B, maybe not this one, we're just sharing our story so that you might find value in what we have experienced. We have already have that route, and there is a roadmap that you could follow here. We will guide you, mentor you, and coach you along the way. And it's been really amazing that we are able to do that at the comfort of our home or wherever you want to. I've been traveling with my business. I'm so amazed how I was at the airplane and there was this Wi-Fi, complimentary Wi-Fi from Rogers, and I was texting on the plane. I wasn't paying anything, so I was doing my business. You could still flock, you could still do that, and it's just amazing. Like in the hospital bed, if I have my surgeries before and my I was recuperating, I do the business, and it's not even obvious because you're just on your phone like
Mhm.
scrolling. So suggestion is, if you want to leverage your time instead of wasting it, maybe try it out. It's
Yep.
easy. We have all our www there, and that's the gateway to learn about this business.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. To wrap this up, guys, I just want to say, if you have a big dreams, it's very possible. Do not tie it up from your 9 to 5, because there's more to life than your 9 to 5. And we are the living proof that, that you can earn more than that, more than just the 9 to 5, right? And we are grateful for our job. Yes, for sure. But you know what? Our job only pays our bills, our mortgage, yes, but our business pays our lifestyle. So if you have a big dream for your family, if you are really wanted to change your life for the better, guys, check us out. Nothing to lose. It's a free webinar. Just reach out to any one of us, and we are very happy to share with you guys. Oh my God. Thank you so
We
much. I
could go on
enjoy
and
our
on.
teacher. Yes. Thank you so much for our for my guest for today. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Marites. So, guys, here, there you have it. We have it all. So, if you are looking for something, or you are planning for another source of income, we have it all, guys. So
Mhm.
come check us out and see for yourself. I hope to see you on the inside. Bye for now, and I will see you again next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.